Okay, the final tool we're going to be installing onto our iOS device is a tool called SSL Kill Chain. You can find it here on GitHub. I just did a quick Google search for SSL Kill Chain, SSL Kill Chain version 2. And the interesting thing about this actually is that they say this is not able to be supported on anything over iOS 14.2, but I was actually able to get this to work by using the Kydia substitute. So there is actually a solution here for our specific device. And just to give you some background, basically this is going to be a tool we're going to be installing through our jailbreak and downloading this locally onto our MacBook, pushing it to our iPhone and running it on there to make the application work properly and break SSL pinning from within our iPhone itself. Now, in terms of making this run, we're going to be following this article here for iOS 14.3 support that is under the issues for SSL Kill Chain. Again, it is officially not supported for anything above iOS 14.2, but this article actually teaches you exactly how to do this. And scrolling down here, this instruction set is pretty much what we're going to be doing. We're going to open Kydia and install wget. We'll actually be able to do a wget here and pull the release off of the GitHub repository and run it on our phone. And we're going to also need to install the Kydia substitute. So let's go over to our iPhone now. I'll show you exactly what I mean here. Just log in real quick. I'm going to go to sources here. Search is what I'm going to go to. And I'm going to search for substitute first of all, and this is the Kydia substitute. I'm going to click modify and click install, confirm, and download the substitute. This is going to actually allow us to run the SSL kill chain when it's finally installed. I actually had to do this first on this phone in particular. You may or may not need it depending on which version of iOS you're using, but for me, I definitely needed to have the substitute. You can tell the substitute was installed properly when you see this substitute menu here, and this will enable us to use things like tweaks, etc., to expand the functionality of our jailbroken iPhone. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the Kydia store, go to search, and now I'm going to install Open SSH. And this is going to allow me to SSH directly into this phone. I'm going to click install, confirm, install all of the Open SSH packages here. Okay, and the default username and password for Open SSH here is Alpine. Obviously, you're pretty much opening up an entire new port onto your iPhone, allowing you to SSH using these default credentials. So if you do not like that, make sure you change the default credentials or uninstall Open SSH if you're going to be walking around with this phone to various places, because that would be a very bad vulnerability to have onto your phone. The other thing we could install, as per these instructions shown on GitHub, is the wget command. We don't necessarily have to do this if we don't want to. We could wget this onto our MacBook, but so I'm going to do that now in my case. First, we're going to make sure that Open SSH is actually running. I'm going to go to my terminal here, scroll down, and just clear this out. And I'm going to get my IP address of my iPhone now. Go to Settings, Wi-Fi, click here, and see your IP address. In my case, it is 192.168.127.228. So I'm going to just do SSH here, Alpine at 192.168.127.228. And now it's going to ask about the authenticity of the host. You can just say yes to this. And then the password here is also Alpine. Yes, okay, sorry about that. The username was actually root and the password is Alpine. So make sure you're changing that default password if you're going to be using this for more than just file transfers. So now we actually have a root shell onto our iPhone here. We can ls and everything like that. We can try the wget command. In my case, I already have this installed. So actually, all I need to do now is just copy this wget command and paste it into my shell. And looks like I actually had a space there, so that did not work. You can see there was like a space right here between these two, but I can just take this front part now and add it on to the front. There we go, we have everything in one line now. Okay, so now we have wget and got the actual .deb package here for SSL Kill Switch. There's obviously tons of different ways that you could get this file onto your iPhone. You could do SCP transfer. You could like download this .deb file to your MacBook and then transfer it over to the iPhone. In my case, I just use the iPhone to do a wget here and just get the file onto the device directly. But there's tons of different ways you could do this as well. You don't necessarily have to do it through wget. Okay, so now that this is installed, we're going to use this command, dpackage-i, and the name of our package there. I'm just going to copy and paste that into this terminal. And this should allow us to run the thing. We got this error here, and this actually has a nice little fix here as well. It says if you get an error, then fire this command. So we're going to do the apt fix broken install now. And this should fix that package. Just do a yes there. And now you can see we have SSL Kill Switch 2 installed onto our iPhone. Now it says we're going to open the iOS settings, scroll down to SSL Kill Switch 2, and click Disable Certificate Pinning. So let's see if our application actually loaded correctly. I'm going to go down here, and now let me close this out actually. Go here, make sure everything's good in the substitute. I might need to go to Kydia here and make sure we can see the SSL kill chain package. It's not there yet. Let me try this command again. And now we see the SSL Kill Switch 2 is actually installed. I just had to close the settings app and reopen it for it to pop up here. And I tried to install that package again just to make sure everything was working properly. So now all I have to do is click SSL Kill Switch, and if this was toggled off, you would toggle it on. So now we should be disabling certificate validation. And we can actually verify this by using like any kind of application, say for example, like the Apple App Store. We should be able to intercept traffic going to the App Store now. And you can see that we are intercepting all this traffic here. Tons of stuff that the App Store is tracking. If we go back to our settings now, just to test to see if SSL Kill Switch actually does anything, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to try to go back to the App Store now. Close it out. Open it up again. It does seem to be working actually. Oh, now you can see it says cannot connect to the App Store. If I look for anything, this means that SSL pinning is actually preventing me from seeing anything off of the App Store. But if I go back now again to my settings, I enable SSL kill chain, SSL kill switch. We close out the App Store again. We can now actually see applications, right? I'm actually able to search for things, which means that we're breaking SSL pinning between our phone and the Apple App Store now. So we're actually able to intercept all these calls with Burp Suite because of the SSL kill chain application that we just installed.